Good morning, students. In the previous session, I taught what is program, flow of control, and types of flow of control. In this session, I would like to teach conditional statement and the types of conditional statements. Before that, we learn what is the conditional statement. A statement is a program that contains a condition is known as conditional statement. For example, if A is greater than B. Once observe this statement. In this statement, we have one condition A is greater than B. That's why this statement is called conditional statement. Generally, we are using four types of conditional statements. They are if, while, switch, for. Now I would like to teach only if statement. To understand this if statement, in English there is a sentence. Once observe on the screen, the sentence is, if the weather is nice, I will play outside. Otherwise, I will stay home. Once again, read this one. If the weather is nice, I will play outside. Otherwise, I will stay home. In this sentence, what is the condition? The condition is weather is nice. And what is the true block? What he would like to do if the condition is true, he would like to play at outside. Otherwise, if the weather is not nice, means the condition is false, he would like to stay home. Based on this conditional statement, in the computer also we have the conditional statement, if statement. In the if statement, we have two blocks. One is true block and the other is false block. One is a true block and the other is false block. The true block is also called if block and the false block is called else block. Okay, if block and else block. Then here one doubt is there where we have to write the condition. Now I will explain that one. The condition is right itself in the if block. Okay, once observe this one. If this condition is true, the if block will execute. If this condition is false, the else block will execute. This is the working of if statement. The main types of if constructor are as follows. Here we have four types of if constructs. First one is if statement. Second one is if else statement. Third one is if else if statement. And the last one is a nested if statement. Okay. Now go to the first one, if statement. This if statement is also called simple if statement. In this simple if statement, there is only one condition and only one true block. Here we have the definition of a if statement. This statement checks the condition first. If the condition is true, then the next statement is executed. Otherwise, it is ignored. Okay, I will explain the functioning of this if statement. Here the syntax is here. Once see this one. If this condition is true, the statement will execute. If this condition is false, it just ignores this body and go to the next statement. Here we have one example. Check this one. If A is greater than 10, then C is equal to A into A, print C. When this body of this statement will execute, when the condition is true, that means the value of A is greater than 10, then only this body will execute. Okay, if the condition is false, this body did not execute. Okay, now once again check this flow chart for this if statement. Now go to the second one, if else statement. If else statement is also called bidirectional statement because in if else statements we have two blocks, if block and else block. That's why this is called bidirectional statement. Now here is the explanation. The if-else statement is used to perform two operations for a single condition. Only one condition we are using in if-else statement, but the blocks are two. Now go to the syntax. Here one condition is there and two statements are there. If this condition is true, statement 1 will be execute. If this condition is false, statement 2 will be execute. That is a else block. Here statement 1 is a if block and statement 2 is a else block. Now go to the example. If A is greater than B, print A, else print B. If the value of A is greater than the value of B, it prints A value. If the value of A is less than the value of B, it prints B. Okay, these are the two statements in if-else statements. Okay, did you understand? Go to the third one, if-else if statement. The if-else if statement is also known as if-else if ladder. Here we are checking number of conditions. If the condition is false, again we are going to check the other conditions. Likewise, we are writing the conditions here. Okay, now go to the explanation of if-else if statement. The if-else if statement is also known as if-else if ladder. It is used in the scenario where there are multiple cases to be performed for different conditions. Okay, now go to the syntax. Here we have number of conditions. Okay, if the condition 1 is true, the statement 1 will be execute. If the condition 1 is false, it is going to check the other condition. If the condition 2 is true, the statement 2 will be execute. If the condition 2 is false, it is going to check the third condition. If the condition 3 is true, the statement 3 will be execute. If the condition 3 is false, it is going to the default statement, statement 4. Now go to the example. Here we have 6 conditions and D is used to check the condition. In this example, I would like to display the day of today. That means Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, like that. Okay, if D is equal to 1, I would like to print Sunday. If D is not equal to 1, I would like to go and check the other condition. D is equal to 2. If D is equal to 2, I would like to print Monday. Likewise, the compiler will check the 6 conditions. If the 6 conditions all are false, it at last it display Saturday. The compiler check the conditions one by one. If the condition is true, the true block will execute. Otherwise, if the condition is false, it go to the next condition and check the next condition. If the next condition is true, it execute the regarding block. Otherwise, it go to the next condition and check the condition there. This is the execution of the if-else if statement. This is also called if-else if ladder. This is a very important structure in a if statement. Based on these if statements, we have one question in the final exam of 15 marks. Students, carefully listen and understand and write down the syntax and example also. Go to the fourth one, nested if statement. An if statement which is written within another if statement, that construct is called nested if statement. Here is the explanation. When if statement is used within another if statement, the construct is said to be a nested if statement. Now go to the syntax. If the condition is true, it go to the true block, that is if block. In the if block itself, there is another condition. If that condition is true, regarding true block will execute. Now come to the outside. If the first condition is false, it go to the else statement. Now go to the example. If a is greater than 10, the value of a is greater than 10. If that condition is true, it go to the body. In the body itself, we have another condition, that is if a is less than 100, the value of a is less than 100, c is equal to a into a. Means outside condition is greater than 10 and inside condition is less than 100. Then only c is equal to a into a. If the outside condition, that is a is greater than 10 is false, it go to the else block. That is c is equal to a into a. It execute. The condition is true, it go to the next condition. Otherwise, it comes to the else block. This is a nested if statement. All over, there are 4 types of if statements. If statement, that is a simple if, and second one if else, that is a if else is a bidirectional, and if else if, that is a else if ladder, and the last one is a nested if. So students, learn all these if statements carefully. Frequently we are using these if statements in different types of programs. Okay, learn carefully and note down the important points. Thank you.